Welcome to part 2 of my look at the many versions of Skeletor, overlord of evil and arch nemesis to the most powerful man in the universe. In the last episode, we took a look at all of Skeletor's action figures from the classic Masters of the Universe toy line. Before we get on to the new adventures of He-Man, I want to take a moment to discuss one figure that's not quite a Skeletor variation, but is definitely worth. Scareglow came out in 1987. He was one of the last figures to be released in the original line and is among the favorites of many fans. You'll notice that Scareglow shares a similar mold to Skeletor, with a different head sculpt. Instead of the purple hood and blue skin, Scareglow came with an awesome purple cloth cape and a fantastic glow-in-the-dark paint job. Scareglow was known as the evil ghost of Skeletor. It's been debated on what exactly that means. In the mini-comic that was included with the figure, The Search for Keldor, we learn that Skeletor summons Scareglow from the future. Scareglow even refers to himself as the evil ghost of Skeletor when he confronts He-Man. So, does that mean that he actually is Skeletor's ghost? Or does it simply mean that he is a ghost who is the minion of Skeletor? Whatever you choose to believe, there is no doubt that Scareglow is one fantastic figure. Alright, so let's move on to the new adventures of He-Man. Just like with He-Man, this new series saw a drastic change in Skeletor's appearance. He went from looking like this to looking like this. Yep, quite a difference. One of the biggest being that Skeletor now has eyeballs. The action figure from this series does not feature the eyeballs. And personally, I'm happy about that. Even so, the figure is still quite different from the original. The first figure, released in 1989, included a cloth purple cape, a staff which was different from his traditional ram skull Havoc staff, and a removable helmet. He still featured the classic blue skin, but the overall tone of the costume he is wearing is far more futuristic than the classic armor he once wore. In 1990, we were given our first Skeletor variation in the New Adventures toy line. Discs of Doom's Skeletor was quite a drastic change from the first in the line. He included chunky silver covering his chest and bronze robotic-looking parts covering his legs and hands. He even had an interesting helmet that could open up down the middle to reveal a skull face underneath. The figure included a disc launcher in one hand that could launch several discs at the twist of his waist. Have you ever wondered what Skeletor would look like with hair? Well, look no further than 1992's Battle Blade Skeletor. Yes, this figure actually has rooted black hair. Now, it's most likely meant to just be decoration on the crown that he's wearing around his head, but it's still certainly intriguing. The figure seems even bulkier than the previous, with a similar skull-styled armor that this time glows in the dark. He even includes a shield and a throwing axe that can be tossed via his spring-loaded arm. The short-lived toy line based on He-Man's New Adventures ended in 1992, but this was far from the last we'd see of Old Bonehead in plastic form. So, don't miss the final part, where together we'll take a look at Skeletor's many incarnations from the 2002 Masters of the Universe reboot. Until then, I'm Pixel Dan. Take care, guys.